Alright guys, welcome back to another video of scientific rankings. In this video, I want to talk about duplicate content because if you guys don't know already, Google hates duplicate content. They absolutely hate it, and the only time you can really get away with doing it properly is with a local site. So if you have a local site or a local client, what you can basically do is duplicate any city page and just duplicate for city after city after city. And you can do this on a large scale as well. You can build up sites where you're ranking for every single city within a country or even multiple countries, but this is the only real time they can get away with this. Aside from this, it doesn't really work. And even then, I recommend that you add unique content to all your pages just to future-proof it, because while this works currently, it is a short-term hack. It's not something that's going to work in the long term. So I recommend having unique content anyway. But guys, any other type of duplicate content and you just won't rank. And the most important one, that's the reason I'm creating this video in the first place, is topic duplication. If you have 10 pages of content on the exact same topic on the exact same website, that's duplicate content. It's not the traditional sense where you're copying and pasting content between multiple pages, but it's still duplicate content because you're duplicating the topic. What that means is that if you write a post about something or a page about something, don't just create one on the exact same topic with a different title. It's not unique content, it's duplicate because it talks about the exact same thing. It's just a very low quality page at that point. If you have two pages covering the exact same thing, it's low quality. So really, there's two fixes that you can do to fix this. The first one's relatively simple. What it is merge these pages into one long page. So the good thing about this, guys, is that longer form content seems to rank easier. So rather than having like 5 different pages all on the one exact same topic, you create one really long page. Now, I still advise having supporting pages, but with supporting pages, it's extremely important that you don't duplicate the topic, that you focus on different things, different parts of it. But rather than having like 5 pages on the exact same thing or 2 or 3 pages, make sure just to merge it all into one long, really in-depth page, and it'll work much better and it'll rank much easier, and you're not at that risk of duplicate content. Now, the second fix is a little bit more advanced, and what it is setting a canonical URL. So a canonical tag basically tells search engines that these two pages are the exact same, and it tells them which one is the main page. So there's different uses for this. WordPress ultimately builds some of this stuff in, but say you have a e-commerce store. This is extremely important. You have an e-commerce store, and you have different options like different colors or different stuff like that. Now, where this is important is that you don't want like your product category / red and blue and orange all to be individually indexed, because they're not any different. They're basically all the same page. So what you do is, if it's all in the URL, so in the URL it has /red or /blue and stuff like that, then you want to set a canonical URL that basically tells Google or anyone else that the red page, the blue page, the orange page, the green page, all the different colors are all part of the same page, or all part of that same category, rather than like indexing it as a separate page and seeing it all this massive duplicate content. You're marking it up as all one single page. How you do that is with canonical tags. So what you want to do is Google like canonical tags, as it's written here, canonical URL. You can search that, and you want to learn how to do that for your specific site. I can't tell you because it's different for every single platform, but you want to make sure that you're setting this up, especially if you have e-commerce stores. This is a really hugely important thing to do. Now, the good thing is that WordPress automatically does this. So if you're using WordPress, it pretty much automatically does this, as long as you're not duplicating pages. But if you do that, you want to merge it into one page anyway without doing any canonical URL stuff, unless you're having like split pages where it's like you're splitting a long article into like 4 different parts for advertisement purposes, and then you have one like full summary. So you want to index the full summary in that case, and have that as the canonical URL, but then have the full parts as well there that people can read, if you understand what I'm talking about. But basically, guys, for basic standard sites, WordPress does all for you. So if someone has a comment, so comments in WordPress, you'll be like /? reply to com equals, and I have a number. WordPress automatically sets a canonical URL. Also, if at the end of this site they have a trailing slash or not, again, WordPress automatically sets this. So it's always the exact same page that is the main one that Google's going to index and everything like that with WordPress. Hope that made sense, but basically WordPress handles for you. You don't really need to worry about it when you use WordPress, which is great. But if you're using e-commerce stores, you definitely want to check this stuff. It's hugely important. But guys, the basic point is just avoid duplicate content in all manners, whether it's duplicating content directly where you're copying and pasting things, or whether it means that you're duplicating a topic over and over again because you need some more content. Avoid duplicate content and you're good. And if you haven't already done this, you made some mistakes in the past, fix it using these ideas where you merge it into one page or you use the canonical URLs, and that is all there is to it. It's not that complicated. So I hope this video helped, and again, I couldn't exactly show you how canonical URLs work totally, but I hope that the point was made, especially with the colors thing with e-commerce stores, extremely important. But if you're using WordPress, not something you really need to worry about. It's already built in automatically by default. Anyway, I hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one.